Alright, so let's talk about the esoteric side of voting, or voting. Voting, first of all, esoteric means that which is not well known to the masses. So the collective consciousness in general do not understand this concept. They don't see things this way. They are in the dark with this type of information. And esoteric is something that is known, or it's like common knowledge. So the esoteric side of voting is basically you're giving your power, which is your consciousness and your attention, to a system that is against you, fundamentally. That is for your mental enslavement. Because the government has always meant to govern your mind. That's what it was designed to do, was to govern your mind. That's what ment means. Ment means mind in Latin. And the government was established to protect the ruling class, or the aristocracy, or the empire. The British, the Roman Empire. And it is not for the people. It's never been for the people. That's why revolt, when people revolt, they take back their power. Because a voltage is a power. Your consciousness is a voltage. It's electrons. It's electricity. That's why we call them elections. It's electric. You go to the poles. A pole is something that conducts electricity. So when you're voting, you're literally giving your power away and your attention undeservedly to a system that is not for you, that is for division, that is for the separation of the lower class of classes, really. And it's playing into the illusion of choice, because we don't live in a democracy in the first place. We don't live in the land of the free. We live in the land of the Freemasons. The democracy that we live in is an illusion, because the people that invented democracy didn't even believe in it. And I don't necessarily believe that part of it. It's complicated, because I believe in the individual, and I believe that the individual should empower themselves with knowledge and wisdom, and then you can self-govern when you're developing that part of yourself, when you are becoming an enlightened being. I think that's the goal. That's really what self-governance, self-reliance should be about. But anyway, yeah, we live in the land of the Freemasons. We don't live in a democracy. We still live in a version of the Babylonian, Egyptian, and Roman Empire. Before Washington, D.C. was called the District of Columbia, it was called Rome. And because the Columbia means, it's a Roman sun goddess, Mithra, called Mithra. Columbia and Mithra are the same thing. Like Columbia Pictures, she has, it's like the Statue of Liberty. She has the light. She holds the light bearer, which is like a Luciferic being also. Lucifer just means light. Consciousness, right? Information. But yeah, the Statue of Liberty is, we live in a version of the Roman Empire. Even the obelisks in the Washington Monument is an obelisk. It's an Egyptian obelisk. And an obelisk is it's like an antenna. It sends wireless energy, because the Egyptians were on an etheric energetic grid, which is what the even the cathedrals were connected to. But that's another topic. But yeah, the United States is a corporation at its core. A corporation that is designed to get you to cooperate. And then eventually you become a corpse. Corpse, cooperation, corporation. It's a slave operation. It's a slave system, but it's a mental slave system. We went from physical slavery to mental slavery. The wars went from physical wars to this. We live in a mental war. It's a psychological war. Psyche means soul. It's a battle for the human psyche. So politicians are magicians of polarity. They perpetuate division and polarity and get you to play this puppet game, because they're owned by corporations. the corporations, they act on corporate interests. So another thing, it's both wings. It's a two-party system, two wings that belong to the same bird, and this bird is an eagle and a falcon. Began in Egypt. It was Horus, which is the same as Jesus, and then it became Jesus, which he is the thunderbolt, right? And electricity. He's lightning, electricity. That's Zeus, Jesus. He's a symbol of Zeus, the eagle, and then it became Jupiter in Rome, and then and it became the symbol of the Nazis in World War II, and then it became us, the United States. So it's the same symbol, the same empire, just changing different forms. And propaganda is the programming that has convinced us that we don't exist in the same empire. It makes us believe that we're really existing in the year 2024 when we really don't know what year it is. We have no clue, because history was written by the people that won the wars, by the people that have all of the resources and the power and the money. And our calendar comes from a pope, Pope Gregory. It's a Gregorian calendar, which is part of the Roman Empire. The Roman Catholic Church is there to establish and maintain the Roman Empire. And so what we're doing when we're electron volting the elections, we are volting and feeding our consciousness into this beast system, participating in this satanic ritual. When you're casting, that's a ritual. And the satanic ritual part of it comes in when Satan is the prince of the air, right? He's the ruler of this world. We're in the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is about the mind, the mental plane, the air, the airwaves. We communicate through the air. We communicate wirelessly. And Satanism is the worship of the physical plane. It's the worship of the lower mind, the lower animalistic nature of man. And their objective is to get us to fully focus on this physical plane, not believing in any of the other realms, any other form of higher consciousness. It's all about the physical body. It's all about the physical pleasures. It's all about the reptilian brain, fight or flight, dominance, hierarchy, control. This is Satanism. And it doesn't really, that's basically what that is when you are participating in this system and feeding into this system to perpetuate division and polarity. When we need unity consciousness, which is Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness is unity consciousness, seeing that we all come from the same thing, that we are all connected, that the fourth dimension, the heart space, the compassion, empathy, humanity, this is Christ. The higher levels of consciousness, the neocortex. Neo in the Matrix is the one. It's an anagram for one. Neocortex. The core texts have all of this information. The core texts are the codex of the Matrix, the mother of tricks, which is a crystallization of higher consciousness, crystallization of spirit. But so again, politics is attention is currency. Consciousness is our attention. Currency is a current of electricity. Politics is Polytricks. It's a play on polarity. We go to the pole, which conducts electric current, give it our volt. So we are powering the system just by giving it our attention. And corporations need our cooperation. Corporations produce corpses. We have to stop externalizing our power. We take back our power by going within, by creating new things, new ways of being, knowing ourselves, empowering ourselves by learning knowledge, obtaining wisdom, connecting with our fellow man, connecting with humanity, sharing wisdom, sharing. This is the positive aspect of this golden age that we're existing in, is this collective in Aquarius, is that we have higher access to wisdom and knowledge, and we just need discernment. Discernment is key in this age of illusion, and we need to be able to see and understand truth and see through the lies of our culture. Because we live in a cult. Culture is a cult. And know yourself, empower yourself, share your experiences, share your wisdom. And that's why I'm here. I'm just here to share my perspective and grow more and learn more. And this stuff fascinates me, like mysticism, metaphysics, occultism, esotericism. I'm all about it. Hermeticism. But thanks for being here and making it this far, if you have, or if you're still here. But thanks for liking, subscribing, comment below, let me know your thoughts, and what else we can explore. Thanks.